Matthew 8, verse 23, then Jesus got into the boat and his disciples followed him. Suddenly a furious storm came out on the lake so that the waves swept over the boat, but Jesus was sleeping. The disciple went and woke him, saying, Lord, save us, we're going to drown. He replied, you of little faith, why are you afraid? He got up and rebuked the wind and the waves, and it was completely calm. Wow. The man was amazed and asked, what kind of man is this? Even the winds and waves obey him. Now you got how powerful Jesus is. This is, let me just read from NIV Carson's Study Bible, which has a little good commentary here. Okay. This passage does not promise Jesus will calm all the storms of life. Often he does not. Rather, it highlights his authority over nature. I think that's a very correct statement. I know that to the frustration of many Christians, if you preach this, some Pentecostal preachers or some evangelical preachers may use this to launch into the storms of life, expecting Christ to storm all storms, calm all storms of life, but he doesn't. Just like Carson's Study Bible said, often he does not. Rather, it highlights his authority over nature. Okay, so you cannot take this as a prescriptive event. It's merely a descriptive event. Okay, people always say, if you got Jesus in your boat, all storms will cease. That's correct, you know. But sometimes Jesus allows storms to rage at us, so that through that it's a means to humble us, to change us, to empower us, to learn from it, to push us to be more dependent upon God. You know, if you look at the storms that raged against Jesus on his crucifixion, there was a huge storm raging against Jesus. The betrayal was about to happen. He didn't calm it. He take it. He knows the Son of Man must go. But woe is the man who betrayed him. That is his word. You know, that is so clear that it has to happen in that way. So there's a storm. Peter was thrown into jail. Apostle Paul was thrown into jail in the book of Acts. The storm was blowing mighty against him. Did Jesus calm the storm in Paul's life and Peter's life? Zero, nothing. There are times that Jesus took them out, liberated from the jail. What I'm getting is God is not a God who pampers us. God, that's an important one. God does not pamper us. God builds us up to be strong with backbones. That's what he wants. Okay, guys? He wants to train us to be strong. Strong men, be able to face temptations, face the trials, so that we can serve the purpose of God, the calling of God, greater things. It takes a man of steel, a strong backbone to do greater things. Like Paul, to be able to achieve what Paul has done, the calling of God upon Paul is one heck of calling that beyond an ordinary human being's ability. He's not only a super intelligent, smart guy, but he's also a tender-hearted man who's used so much by God, received so much revelations from God, that he wrote some of the most amazing epistles in the New Testament. Did God calm his storm? No. So this passage is really showing us that Jesus, if he wanted to, he will. And he can, of course. He has a supernatural ability over storm. Okay, that's a really, really important statement. Now, interestingly, verse 26, Jesus did say, you of little faith, why are you so afraid? So we can't apply this to our situation every time we have a storm. Where is your faith? You know, do you ask Paul when Paul was thrown into jail? You know, can we ask Paul, where's your faith? No, you can't. The reason Jesus said, where is your faith? Because Jesus is right in the boat. Okay, some people say, does it mean that Jesus is not in your life? Yes, Jesus is in our life. But Jesus himself went through storms. But in that case, this particular case, Jesus must calm the storm or else they will all go down the water. Okay, they'll learn to be more dependent on God by going down water and cry out to God. That could be a one way of, that could happen. But Jesus chose to calm the storm, rebuke the storm for what? Because he wanted to show them to have faith in God. Now this is tricky, I know, because once things don't go so well, you question your own faith in God. But remember, faith in God produces the right results at the right time and the right place. For that time, that result is what is best. For many other times, it's not. So put your faith, never be shaken by the circumstances, but put your faith squarely on Christ. Amen.